I'm Emmanuel and welcome to my workbench and welcome to another Sunday Mixed Hunt. This week, yes, we are alternating. We have, each week I alternate the denominations. So this week we're back to Twonies, quarters, and pennies, 10 rolls of each. We've had some success in past Mixed Hunts. So let's go to the intro. I'll get set up and I'll bring you in on my first Toonie find. Roll one, we have two finds, including a book filler for my main book. So we have a colorized Insulin from 2021. Really cool. And 1 million minted uncolorized celebration of the Royal Canadian Air Force. Only 1 million of these. This is a 2024. And this will be a book filler for my main book. What an awesome find. Roll two, another couple of finds. We have this non-colorized 2018 Armistice. We are missing the one with the colorized poppy, but this is an awesome find nonetheless. And we're missing a 2023 King Charles III for our folder. So that is a cool find. Roll three, two possible finds. Well, one real find and one possible find. We have an uncolorized 1 million minted 2021 Insulin, which is awesome to find. And this one here looks different to me. It's not a fake. It doesn't have the camel toe, but it has these vertical markings. You can see it there, these vertical markings, and that is typical of a specimen coin, a coin from the specimen set. If this is a specimen, then there's only 21,000 minted of these. Normally, if I grab any coin, you'll see that the background is even. There's no striations, there's no vertical lines, but this one does. So I'll set it aside to investigate this further. The 2009 specimen and the 2009 regular circulation coins have identical specs. They have the same weight and everything. So I'll have to do a little bit more digging on this one, but it does look like it might be a specimen coin. Roll four, no finds, but I did find two 2009s. So let's have a look at their finish. This one here, if I tilt it just like this, doesn't seem to have any, I'm looking at the white ring here, any of those vertical marks, but this one does. You can see them there. Maybe this one has more wear. I don't see if the camera catches it a little bit right there. You can see some vertical marks over here on front and back right there, which leads me to believe that the odds that I found two, if this one is a specimen as well, two specimen coins is very unlikely. Still, this one does look lightly circulated. I'll keep it just in case it upgrades my book, but yeah, I don't know. I'll have to dig deeper. Roll five, two more finds. We have another one of these 2018 Armistices. A little bit of rust on the poppy. Cool. As well as a black ring toonie. These are common enough. But I keep them because it looks like they're popular as a giveaway on my channel. So I'm going to keep them for future giveaways. Roll seven, two more finds. The first one is this 1 million minted Riopel, who's a famous French-Canadian painter. Two doves on the front. This is a 2023. We have the double date on the bottom. I think this will be a book filler on my main book. And this is the 16 serration 2019. It has extra serrations on the edge. Instead of the normal 14, it has 16. So that is another cool find. Roll eight, we have a foreign. We have 10 pesos from the Dominican Republic, 2015. Doesn't surprise me to see one of these. A lot of Canadians go and vacation in the Dominican Republic. Very cool. Roll nine, we have another 2019 with the extra serrations. Roll 10, we have another Solemn Toonie, which is awesome. And I have another 2009 here, and this one also shows those striations. I actually looked at my book, and the one in my book also shows the striations. It looks like it's a regular process here. This one is a 2004, and you can see those, a little bit of those lines on this one as well over here. So this one here, it does upgrade the one in my book, so I'm going to be keeping that one anyways, but it is not a specimen coin. Okay, let me clean this up. Lots of finds in the Twonies. Let's go to the quarters next. Roll 2 finds. We have our first colorized quarter. This one is from the Salaberry from the War of 1812, issued in 2013. And the next one is a really nice condition, 1989. Roll 6, 2 more colorized finds. We got the colorized 50th anniversary of the Canadian flag. This one's got scratched out, so this one's going to go back to circulation, but I'll put it on the board nonetheless. And a 2008 Poppy. This is the second iteration of the Poppy. 2004 was the first one, and those got worn down very quickly. As you can see, the quality of this one is much better. You do see when I tilt it like that, you do see some wear on the front, but all in all, it kept most of its color. Roll 6. Yes, 6. I've been miscounting my rolls, unfortunately, so apologies for that. 3 Americans. Roll 7, we have 1 more American. We have our second colorized War of 1812, de Salaberry again, 2013, and a colorized Peregrine Falcon. Really cool. This one is from 2011. Roll 8, 1 more American. This one I might not have. This is Mariana Islands with a P mint mark. I'll have to check my book for that one. And a 2010 double Poppy. Roll 9, we have a 2004 Poppy. This one's not in bad shape considering that, well, you can see that the coloring is rubbing off most of it, but it's in pretty good condition. That is it for the quarters. I'm going to clean up and let's go right to the pennies. All right, roll 1, we have 2 Americans. We have 1 King George VI from 1947 without the maple leaf, which I'll put over here. I'm only going to be keeping anything in the 50s and earlier. I have too many laureate portraits from the 60s. Unless they are like blazers, then I won't bother keeping them. And naturally, as I usually do, these are the years that I set aside to check for doubling. So let's go on to the next roll. Roll 2, 14 more Americans. Roll 3, 47 more Americans, almost a full roll, just 3 Canadians in that roll. Roll 4, we have 2 Americans. One of them is a Wheatie. Now, I didn't check the other ones if they were Wheaties, but this one happened to be reverse side up, and this is a 1958 Denver. Awesome. Roll 5, we have another one in the 50s. This one is a 1957 Laureate. Roll 6 is a double US Ender. I predict that this is going to be mostly American coins. That is correct. They are all American, not a single Canadian in there. I'm not going to line them up. There's just not enough space. So what I'm going to just do is I'm just going to pile them up right there just to make some room. And at the end, I'm going to have to do a separate coin roll hunt for my American pennies. Roll 7 also has double American Enders. And it looks like it's all American coins as well. Roll 8 had 15 more Americans. Roll 9, 1 more American. All right, that is it for the pennies. I have a whole bunch of pennies over here that need to get scoped. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a little mini US penny hunt. And I'll be right back. Well, here I am at the scope. One find only with the coins that I have, and it regards the 1965, the 1965 penny. There were 2 varieties in terms of large beads versus small beads, and there were 2 varieties with regards to blunt 5 and pointed 5, and for a total of 4 combinations. It could have been small beads with a pointed 5, small beads with a blunt 5, large beads with a blunt 5, and large beads with a pointed 5. The most common one are the blunt 5 version. And so Here is the blunt 5 version. You can see definitely there's a little point over there. Let me see if I can have, you can see a little point at the tip of the 5, but the giveaway is that flare at the bottom. That marks it as a blunt 5. And so that's the common variety, and the large beads and the small beads variety can be distinguished whether or not there is a dot right in the middle of the 2 right there. And if it has this variety over here is the small beads. So this over here is a most common variety, which is the blunt 5 small bead variety. Now the other one that I have here also is a blunt 5. You can see the flaring over there, but if I flip it over, you could see that there is no bead in the center of the 2s. There's like 2 beads now. This is the large bead blunt 5 variety. This one is also the common version as well. No real additional value on these. Even in an about uncirculated, they'd be worth about 4 cents possibly. However, this one over here, there is no real flaring over here. You see how close the tip of the 5 is to the branch over there. I believe that this is a pointed 5. When I look at the pictures online, it seems to match. The gap between the top of the point here and the leaf is very narrow. So this is the pointed 5 variety. And if you look at the back over here, you have the dot, which is in between the 2. So this is the small bead pointed 5. I already have this. This one is worth a little bit more, maybe worth $1 in AU, $1 Canadian in AU. But the one to look for is the large bead variety of this one, which is the rarest, and that we're looking at upwards of $10, $12 in AU condition if it was the small bead, the large bead pointed 5. So I'm going to keep this one. The other 2 are going to go back into circulation, but this one is a keeper. All right, I've separated all of those coins by decade. We got the oldest ones are from the 90s. We got lots of blazers here in the 80s, 70s, 60s, and the single Wheatie from the 50s. So I'm going to start with the more recent ones and move towards the older ones. I have a feeling that I'm going to be doing a lot of upgraders in the 80s, and most likely the best blazers that are left over I will put in my US typeset. I will do the same thing with these quarters. If I have duplicates over here that I don't need, I will probably put these in my US typeset as well. So let's start with the 90s, and I'll come right back and give you the result. Here are the 90s. I got 91, 92, no 93, 94, 95 P&D, 96 P&D, 97, 98, 99. None of these are upgraders. I did the 50s and 60s. Next, I have the 1958 here, and 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, no 65, no 66, 67, 68, and 69 over here. None of these are upgraders, and I'm going to use this one as a temporary placeholder in my typeset because until I find a better one in better condition. So let's go to the 70s next, and I'll finish with the 80s. Here are the 70s. I have every single year, but I don't have a 1971 Philadelphia, and then all of the rest I don't have the Denver or the San Francisco ones. None of these upgrade, though these 1972s I'm going to check them for the DDO. And here are the 80s. From 81 to 89, I only had for 82 one zinc in here. Everything else was copper, and they are all large date. There are 4 upgraders. I also found 2 that were mixed into here because I from the 90s that also upgraded my book. So I will be upgrading my 1983, my 1985, my 1986 Denver, my 1987 Denver, my 1992, and my 1998. These are going to be the upgraders. Now, for my typeset book, I need a pre-1982 copper and a post-1982 zinc. So what I will do, pre-1982 copper, I think this 1980 has the most eye appeal. And in terms of post-1982 zinc, this 1996 has the most eye appeal. So I will be putting these two in my US typeset book. So let me clean this up a little bit and I'll be right back. And that is it for this hunt. I think a very successful hunt, especially with regards to upgrading my US coin collection. So the giveaway for the month of February is this Victory Toonie from 2020. All you got to do to have a chance of winning this Toonie is to leave a comment down below, and sometime in early March, I will draw the name of a lucky winner. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, click on my logo over here to subscribe. Here is another video that might be of interest to you, as well as a playlist of other penny hunts. Until next time, thanks for watching.